If you want to feel full of energy, motivation, and be crazy productive, smash the day, you need to have a good morning routine, because the way you start the day is actually the way it's going to continue. So I like to say it in this way: your morning routine is kind of like throwing a snowball down a mountain. It gains momentum, and the more time passes, the harder it becomes to stop it. So you obviously want to push it in the right direction, right? So in this video, I'm going to share with you the morning routine that literally gets me to wake up at 5 a.m. without an alarm clock, feel crazy energy throughout the day, motivation, and be productive as fuck. So I'm going to basically go step by step through it, and I'm going to explain to you exactly every single step why it is so important. But first things first, we want to understand, what do we want out of this morning routine? Well, for me, I wanted energy, I wanted productivity, I wanted mental clarity, and I wanted a positive, motivated, energetic vibe. Because I want to get into the day with a vibe of like, let's fucking do it, right? So when you want to design your perfect morning routine, I highly recommend you to ask yourself, what do you want to get out of your morning routine? And if you want a similar outcome than mine, then you can literally just follow the one that I'm going to share with you in 1 second. Now, the first thing I do when I wake up naturally at 5 a.m., as said, without an alarm clock. So today I woke up at 5:25, the other day it was 10 past 5, the other day was 20 minutes before 6, so it varies. But because I always go at the same time to sleep, I wake up at pretty much at the same time, and it feels so great, bro, to wake up without an alarm clock. Like, you feel like you want to smash the day when you're like, you wake up and you feel full of energy, and then you look outside and it's still dark. You go on your phone and you see, fuck, it's 5:30, bro. Want to smash the day. So that's the first thing I do. I wake up without an alarm, and that sets the day with like crazy energy. The second thing I do straight away is my Wim Hof breathing. Now, why is that so important? You may have already heard about it, you may not. Wim Hof breathing is basically 4 rounds of hyperventilating with some breath holds. So what you're going to do is basically you're going to bring your oxygen levels up and your carbon dioxide levels down. By doing so, you basically also, by hyperventilating, you're going to activate some hormones in your body like adrenaline, and you're going to wake up like really well, and I feel like full of energy afterwards. So it takes me 10 to 15 minutes. I just do 3 rounds normally. You can do 4, you can do 2, you can do 1, you can do 10. If you want, there are many videos on YouTube about the Wim Hof method breathing exercise. There are even videos you can just follow along. The second thing I do, I get up literally and I drink some water, but then I go straight away into the ice cold shower. That is such a banger thing. Now winter is coming, I'm going to take some ice baths, because that I've seen is like the ultimate level to it, and it's really enjoyable, it's really fun, and it really sets up my day with crazy energy. Like, once you get every single morning into a fucking ice cold shower, even if just for a minute or two, don't have to stay for half an hour in it, right? You get crazy energy, crazy motivation, because you 250%, so 2.5x your dopamine levels for several hours, so you have crazy motivation. You also get, cardiovascular benefits, so you are more relaxed. You learn to control your stress, and so you're even more relaxed throughout the day. It's very healthy for your heart and for your whole body, for basically all your capillaries. You really train your blood vessels. Then another thing that's really amazing, you're going to basically become more resistant to the cold. So when you get out in the cold, you don't feel cold anymore, or you can warm up more. And then the last thing is also obviously that you build a crazy amount of discipline, because no one wants to get into that cold shower at 6 a.m., right? No one wants that. But if you do every single day consistently, especially when you don't want, and this is a little secret, I don't want to get in it, bro. Even if I do it since years, I don't want to get in it. And yet I do it. And yet I turn on that cold, and yet I turn on that water, and then I stay more than I want. And that really trains a specific part of your brain. They have found that is responsible for doing things that you don't like doing, and that's when you become more disciplined, and that's when you actually are going to live longer because it has been associated with a longer lifespan. The next thing I do, obviously, after having, dried myself off and, put on some clothes, is get into the kitchen and I make myself a warm water with some lemon juice. Why is that? Well, on one side, I've seen that, it hydrates you in a very powerful way. So it's not just water, but it's water with some lemon juice, which has some minerals in it. Also, you get a vitamin C boost, which also makes you feel more alert. So if you don't want to basically feel like alert in the evening, you shouldn't be taking a lot of vitamin C or fruits that contain a lot of vitamin C. But if you want to wake up better, then take vitamin C. So lemon is a good example for that. And it basically prepares my digestive system for the food I'm going to eat. Then after drinking that water, actually I normally eat that hot water while I'm doing my visualization. So I have my visualization stuff here. I basically read this every single day. These are my goals, the way I want to be, my character traits, my ideal put down on paper, visually and in phrases, so that I remember who I want to be every single day. And this is really powerful because this really sets me in that smashing that day and in that right mental state. It's really powerful. And then I read one chapter of the book How to Influence People by Dale Carnegie, and I try to implement that lesson throughout the day. That really I've seen is a habit that made me a 10 times, 100 times better social person. Crazy, bro. It's crazy. So if you are interested in becoming more social and better in social situations, bro, read that book. 100% recommended. Now, once I actually finished my visualizations, I go and eat breakfast. Now, because I said I want from my morning routine to basically keep me focused, because I'm afterwards going to work, basically, what do I do to basically get a breakfast without feeling like tired or sluggish? Well, I don't eat any carbs. I literally eat 4 eggs and some organs. So I eat beef liver, beef kidneys, and beef heart, very small amounts just to get some proteins and the micronutrients. And then I also, as said, eat my 4 eggs with some salt, with some olive oil and some curry, which has some nice spices in it that are really healthy for you. So that's how I basically feel full for a few hours, like not really full, but just a little bit, so that I'm not hungry while I work, because I've seen that when I'm hungry while I work, doesn't really work that well. So I really like having something in my stomach, but not carbs. So I'm really focused. And I also got already my supplements and my micronutrients and some great proteins and fats. So that's literally my morning routine. Then I obviously brush my teeth and then I get down to work. But I'm going to tell you the truth. The reason why I get full of energy, motivation in the morning, and I wake up without an alarm clock at 5 a.m. has nothing to do with my morning routine. It has actually way much more to do with my evening routine. And that's why I actually prioritize my evening routine way much more than my morning routine. Like, my morning routine is all good and nice. It really gets me to start the day in the right kind of motion. But if you do not prepare yourself and your whole day the day before, well, you're not going to start it at 5 a.m. full of energy without, an alarm clock, waking up feeling like energized and motivated. And that's why I personally have designed my evening routine with even more detail. So if you want to wake up at 5 a.m. without an alarm, or at any time when you want, and really smash the day, you need to have a good evening routine, because the way you start the morning is the way the day is going to go. But the way you end your day is the way your next day will actually start. The kind of thoughts you have, how your things are prepared, how your mental state is prepared, and how your work and everything is prepared. So if you want to basically discover the best possible evening routine that is going to set you up for a successful fucking day, I highly recommend you to basically subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to make a video actually next week about this. I'm going to give you all the secrets, bro. It's crazy. I put in so much effort in my evening routine because I tried out so many things, so many variables, so many different evening routines, and this is the one that is working like magic for me. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe. I really hope this video helped you out. If it did and if you liked it, make sure to leave a like to let me know that you liked it. I wish you all the best, bro. Wish you an amazing day. See you very soon.